And we're back. Once again, some Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. We got some buttons here for Heidi, and some thread here for Heidi. So I'll take those. I need glue and nails. Alright. And there's some back here. Yeah. Okay. Everything is ready.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi.
Oh.
Everything.
Yeah?
Goethe, I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
Shut your dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
What should Heidi talk about?
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it. You're so dull! Dull! Look, Gerda, the man is insane! The professor would treat him like she treated us!
Oh,
Heidi, there are things I need some.
Ask
okay.
I found.
Hell's Door.
That's not true.
Okay.
You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again!
Sick.
Your teeth will make a fuck. Look, Gerda, the man.
Okay. Alright, so that didn't work. Oh, no, that didn't work. I
Heidi.
thought that was a different thing. Okay. There we go. Gru's testimony. Heidi won't work.
Professor Gygax
Okay.
hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could, but then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
but you said
And now I say tell him!
the professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when you people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Ugh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
Nah, I don't intend to. Alrighty. What is... Haven't we used everything else here? Oh, I guess not. Watson could find it and send it downstairs. That's some bonus content for me, boys. A patient who claims to be Napoleon Bonaparte could help. Freeing him could create enough of a distraction to find and contact Watson on the ground floor. Yes! Yes! What did I unlock? I unlocked some bonus content. What is this? Oh, is a little makeup kit? No, it's a medical kit. Okay. Wait, was that Dr. Herbert West kit? Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that. Check out Reanimator, both the story and the movie. Good stuff. Alrighty. Maurizio. 231. 231. 324. 231 324. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I need to go one up and one down there. Okay. Up, down. Yeah, I've done everything down here.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine.
Alright.
Watson, over here.
Holmes, what are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Alright. More Watson gaming.
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed. Did a child make these?
It's Heidi, apparently.
blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes? The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient.
Alright. Here we are. Primetime Watson Gaming. Alright. Let's have a little... we're probably coming from here, if I were to hazard a guess.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had already, Doctor?
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the door.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
Okay. So we learned a
I
lot
hope
there.
everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
There's the kitchen, where I could find the dumbwaiter. So, that's where I came from, director's office, kitchen. I wish this was like Thief, where I could write little notes on the map. Oh, Watson has a fucking mind palace. I mean, I guess anyone does, theoretically. I just wasn't expecting to be able to access that as Watson. Beautiful apple flower whose heart I do miss. You called me while I don't while I don't see. How could I let you go? The storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind, with no captain. Did you write this?
Struggling to remember something.
Probably. Okay, well there's that guy in there. This is out to reception, I
This
take
area
it?
is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Oh, that's the operation room. There's reception. right here.
I don't want to card block V tonight.
Okay, I wonder if I could get back out to reception theoretically. I could. Okay. There's still stuff here I wanted to see. That's about the glowing meteor in Arkham. You can't go in there. Huh. All the people, it was just people here, I guess.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson.
Alright. Let's get to business now. I think we've covered pretty much all the grounds.
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months. When people shout, all I want to do is find a dark corner and hide. I can't bear it. Professor Gygax says I can return home as soon as I'm better. I miss home so much. I miss home so much.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it? The nurses don't believe me. No one helps me. I just want the scratching to stop. Why won't they make the scratching stop? Why won't they make the scratching stop? Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy. If you happen to meet him, tell him I'm here. My baby will return to me, you'll see. I'll be waiting right here as long as it takes. We'll leave this place as soon as my boy's back. We'll leave this place as soon as my boy's back. Kill me. No, I don't want to. Why not? You're mean. That's rude. And I'm not. You're lying. Shh, stranger. We must be quiet. Yes. He's not real. He's not real. Don't look at him. He's not real. He's not real. Don't look at him.
A visitor? No, you shouldn't have come here. Get out while you can.
Never should have come here.
The professor will keep you forever. No one escapes the Edelweiss. No one escapes the Edelweiss. No one.
Do you have anything else to say?
The patient's
Oh,
not
okay.
dismissed me. It tells me such horrible things. I should resign, shouldn't I? This is all a bit much. I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be a dancer.
I want them to fly. Try to fly away. Escape, my little ones. Yes, fly. Oh, fly far away from here. If I were a bird, you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use your wings. If I were a bird, you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use
Minor
your
birds, if I'm not
wings.
mistaken. Beautiful creatures. Sad that they're caged here.
Okay.
Did you hear that our patient escaped? All the guards rushed off to find him. I suppose it will be one less ungrateful mouth to feed if he dies out there. One time, it took them 5 days to find the patient. They found him frozen in the snow. I heard his arm snapped right off. If anything else goes wrong tonight, we'll be all out of stuff. If anything else goes wrong tonight,
Looks dusty but functional.
oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think it's time to go into our mind palace then. Oh, no, I didn't. No, And we got her testimony right. Okay. She must mention something in here. Let's see, first of all, why does Gygax care about Wolf? We don't have all the evidence here. Oh, we might actually. These don't have any names.
It's something familiar. If only I could place it. I must think. Maybe if I write another poem, I will remember.
What can I do?
Why does my mind play such tricks on me? Why does my mind play such tricks on me?
Do you do
Why
any?
does my mind play such tricks on me?
Oh, I appear to have missed a room.
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Good lord, that's a lot of records.
October 1879. As more serious treatment is necessary, my special patient Wolf will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All other patients must be removed from my care. Children reassigned to the specialist at the end. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. December 1879. Necessary surgical procedures were successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is decreasing but not complete. New obsession with writing is developed, probably as a side effect. January 1880. The patient's writing now mentions old names. Clear sign of partial memory recovery. Unacceptable result. A second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and temporary lobes. February 1880. Surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist for longer than a couple of minutes, although an obsession with writing lingers. Danger eliminated. Daily monitoring prescribed. Okay. So you're the patient that...
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right. You don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is... well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
Okay. Alright, ill due to treatment.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
Alright. Now I can go into the Mind Palace. Yeah. I can't believe I completely missed that room. Okay. Why does Gygax care about Wolf? Is this right? No. Old photograph? Hey, there we go. Wolf is the former director. Okay. Okay, we're back on track. So Wolf is the former director of Black Edelweiss. How to lure Gygax out. There we go. Alright. Use Becker to distract Gygax.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson, and you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate. Dear Professor Gygax, I bitterly regret that I let my beautiful alpine flower fall under your influence. I see now that you never deserved to sit as the director of the Black Edelweiss. You are not, as you so claimed, the future of the Edelweiss, and you never were. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I am a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I am risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
The writing in this fucking game is top notch so far.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
What's that for not being a spy, Watson? Alrighty.
Nothing special about this. Close, but I don't think this is the key. This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
The professor recently took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of our mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers, who made several offers far exceeding our expert's estimate of the stone's value. The final sale price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Our client has instructed you that to receive 2/3 of this sum transferred to your solicitor as per usual. As always, our discretion is assured, and we look forward to continued business with you and your illustrious patron. Sincerely yours, Jeffrey Scott, representative of AW, Gary Banking, whatever.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
December 1879. It's been 3 months since I took over the Edelweiss from Becker. None of my colleagues approved of the rule changes, so I'm now the only professor here. No matter the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personnel shortage. Less my work in Florida without the impairment of his lesser mind. March 1880, the first payment has arrived from R. Our deal does pose risks, but the possibilities are endless if he is true to his word. May 1880, the first shipment of chosen ones has arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken minds. The work ahead will be difficult, but undoubtedly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay. We don't have to set the birds free. This is the way back out.
Sealed tight. I can't exit the same way.
Oh, interesting.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old. The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often. A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it. The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Uh-oh. That's relaying. That's relaying. New method as at last started to show progress. Success rate is 4 out of 10 and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetic system can be declared an undeniable success regardless of their native language or place of origin. Individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist. Isolation and deprivation resulted in a strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after the direct removal of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seemed that all that was left was an innate desire to resist. The chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the others. The conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see to it they are sent to the well. Professor, I trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flock do not speak our language. In time is of the essence. It would be the best to work in groups, performing at least 1 seance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of Kalia lenses. Finally, my men in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipment of Chosen. Make room for them as you've done before. That is from R. Getting more wardrobe items. Because the gems my masters ordered me to send the first shipment of Chosen ones, they will not arrive. They will arrive within 2 weeks. Do not fail us. We'll check out that gramophone in a second here.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair. Full grain leather straps and impossible to escape.
Alright. Hold on.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Oh, okay.
A very professional brain dissection.
Get out of my head!
Your mind festers devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Lord,
Left your surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
please! No more! Stop it! Watson!
John.
John! Somebody!
Can't speak of him.
Mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken and let the
World behold!
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
And there's no one in there? Okay. Alright, cool.
Oh, the spell. Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Dear God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman.
Yeah, sailor uniform. Okay.
Watson? Holmes, what are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I am fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Ah.
Heidi, how did it end up here?
I think I know what happened. I think I know who killed her.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death.
So she made that pencil disappear.
The patients here wear the same robes. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
Okay. Got him. Got him. So a piece of evidence now pointed to New Orleans. It appears that the kidnappers have enlisted the services of the banking house of E.W. Gray to sell gems. Well, there we are.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste. There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage! Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Alright. We got something to pin there. Who is the jewel seller A? I cannot change clothes here, okay.
Ah, not an auspicious start, is it? Never mind, I'll handle it. You go on ahead. How embarrassing to have one's possessions laid bare for all to see, not to mention our unmentionables. I think I'll help the man with our bags, lest it happen again. This might take a while, Holmes. Go and find the bank and I'll join you later. This might take a while, Holmes. Go and find the bank and I'll join you later.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put everything back. Where are the socks? These, handcuffs. Are they yours? Oh, this never happens to me, sir. Honest, ask anyone. I'll get this sorted, don't worry. No need to bring the boss into it. I'll get this sorted, don't worry. No need to bring the boss into it.
Well, we're back here. This place is just as beautiful as I thought it would be.
Ah, I know this. Yeah, let me help you.
It can be found on the street up from the port on the left side of the Harbor Master building opposite Chinatown. Okay. Found the Harbor Master's office. I wonder if we can go inside. No. It's not appear that we can.
Black opals being auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray. Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then. More people missing here, too.
This appears to be our bank.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
I think this fellow looks like a critical thinker to me. He doesn't seem paranoid, I wouldn't say.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
Ah, okay.
Move along, mister. Ain't nothing here for you.
Holmes, over here. Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
So I assume, yep. You.
Do you know anything about this?
Of course. Stop me when you've heard enough.
He owns a shop in Chinatown. We unlock a little costume here. That's cool.
A city within a city.
Indeed. Those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we've been transported to the Orient itself.
Barnaby's Hidden Gems. Oh, hey.
Locked. No one's here. Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn. He at it again. Barnaby still owes you.
However, the bank clerk was Clemens from the
If
authenticity.
he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Okay.
Could you help me?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Barnaby owns the money. He is a known alcoholic and currently getting drunk at a local bar called the Giddy Gator in the Creole Quarter. He can be recognized by a yellow hat and a and a green jacket. Fuck, Creole jacket? What does that even mean? That looks new. That's a lot of money.
What have we here?
Ooh.
A local crime star.
A star? You have a strange way with words. Frankly, we have more pressing matters.
I'm not going after these troublemakers, but...
Maybe that's the Creole Quarter.
Posters will add nicely to my collection of criminal profiles. I read a study that suggests facial features can determine a person's tendency towards cruelty or deviant behavior.
Well, you can't stop progress.
Alright. Oh, is that another one? Here I go. This here's the Giddy Gator.
Is this familiar to you?
Nope.
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
Alrighty.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
Wanted poster? Wanted poster. Yes. Pies with human meat. Okay. I wonder how many of those there are. Okay. Now where'd that wanted poster? Tax fraud via necromancy. Okay. Oh, okay, it's right here. Oh.
Help me, please.
What makes you think I can be of any help?
This is
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open.
Mr. Barnaby, the banking house VW Gray invites you to participate in closed auction. We please present you a selection of rare and extraordinary black opals fair. Please contact our employee to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober. One more unacceptable incident and we will exclude you from our list of buyers.
Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Nice. Well, we've got 4 of them. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna look around and get all of the other one. Oh, I can't do that as Watson. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, there's the 5th one.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
They're so black, it's like they absorb light. Rather hypnotic. Is this familiar to you?
You better ask someone else about that.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
It doesn't say where these stones came from, no provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Sorry, Sheriff, but I don't have time for this.
Now, Frank, when I'm talking to you, everything else waits. If I want to talk, you talk. If I say jump, you say off which pier. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right, I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed. Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John. I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
One of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Go annoy someone else while I visit the nymph.
I love them. I love them. Yeah, I believe Lucy was the one from the last game.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
1, 2. There we go.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne will know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Okay.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
Alright, we're gonna get the rest of these posters and finish this up. I looked around as Watson and managed to find them all. Again, necromancy seems to be a common theme. Okay. I wonder if I can...
Help me, please.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
A hut on a boat and she owns 2 dogs. Okay. So another poster here. And I believe there's only one more. I believe. And there it is.
This will be enough for my collection.
As long as you don't hang those ugly faces up at Baker Street.
Alright. We've completed that little side quest. And with that, we'll continue in the next one. Thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you around.